Welcome back everyone to Data Science for Everyone. Today we're going to be talking about research ethics. Let's get started. So first off, let's kind of give a little bit of a discussion about what is research ethics. So we're going to be having a couple things when we're wanting to define this. So when most people think of ethics or morals, they're going to think about the rules for distinguishing between right and wrong. They're also going to want to, maybe this is something like the golden rule, do unto others. Maybe they're talking about the Hippocratic Oath. So first of all, do no harm. Or maybe even things, and when we're talking about this, the most common way of thinking about and defining ethics is norms of conduct. That is going to be distinguished between acceptable and unacceptable behavior. Now, many different disciplines and institutions and professions are going to have their own standards for behavior, and that's going to suit their particular aims and goals. Now, these standards also help members of the discipline to coordinate their actions and activities and to establish the public's trust in the discipline. Ethical norms also serve as the aims and goals of research and apply to people who conduct scientific research or other scholarly or creative activities. This is to even specialize per discipline, and research ethics and such for these studies are the norms. Now, the reasons for ethical norms. So, to promote the aims of research. Maybe we'll take this back to a couple different things here. So, there are several reasons why it is important to adhere to ethical norms in research. First, norms promote the aims of research, such as knowledge, truth, and avoidance of error. For example, prohibiting fabricating, falsifying, or misrepresenting research data to promote truth and to minimize error. Second, since research often involves a great deal of cooperation and coordination among many different people in different disciplines and institutions, ethical research standards promote the values that are essential to collaborative work, such as trust, accountability, mutual respect, and fairness. For example, many ethical norms in research, such as guidelines for authorship, copyright and patenting policies, data sharing policies, and confidential rules and peer review, are designed to protect intellectual property interests and engaging collaboration. Most researchers want to receive credit for their contributions and do not want to have their ideas stolen or disclosed prematurely. Third, many of the ethical norms help to ensure that researchers can be held accountable to the public. For instance, federal policies on research misconduct, conflicts of interest, and human subjects protections, and animal care use are necessary in order to make sure that researchers who are funded by public money can be held accountable to the public. Fourth, ethical norms in research also help to build public support for research. People are more likely to fund a research project if they can trust the quality and integrity of research. Finally, many of the norms of research promote a variety of other important morals and social values, such as social responsibility, human rights, animal welfare, compliance with the law, and public health and safety. Ethical lapses in research can significantly harm human and animal subjects, students, and the public. For example, a researcher who fabricates data in a clinical trial may harm or even kill patients, and a researcher who fails to abide by regulations and guidelines relating to radiation or biological safety may jeopardize his health and the safety of and the health of the staff and students. Codes of policies for research and ethics. Many different professional organizations, government agencies, and universities have adopted specific codes and rules and policies related to research and ethics. Many government agencies have their own rules for funded researchers. It would be up to you to decide and find which policies you are bound to. So there are about several different ethical principles that we can follow, and here's just a short list of those, and we're going to discuss each of these in turn. Honesty. So strive for honesty in all scientific communications. Honestly report data, results, methodologies, and procedures, and publication status. Do not fabricate, falsify, or misrepresent data. Do not deceive colleagues, research sponsors, or the public. Objectivity. Strive to avoid bias in experimental design. Data analysis, data interpretation, peer review, personal decisions, Grant writing, expert testimony, and other aspects of research where objectivity is expected or required. Avoid or minimize bias or self deception. Disclose personal or financial interests that may affect research. Integrity. Keep your promise and agreements. Act with sincerity. Strive for consistency of thought and action. Carefulness. Avoid careless errors and negligence. Carefully and critically examine your own work and the work of your peers. Keep a good record of research activities such as data collection, research design, and correspondence with agencies and journals. Openness. Share data, results, ideas, tools, resources. Be open to criticism and new ideas. Transparency. Disclose methods, materials, assumptions, analyses, and other information needed to evaluate your research. Accountability. Take responsibility for your part in research and be prepared to give an account. For example, an explanation or justification of what you did on the research project and why. Intellectual property. Honor patents, copyrights, and other forms of intellectual property. Do not use unpublished data, methods, or results without permission. Give proper acknowledgement or credit to all contributions to the research and never plagiarize. Protect confidential communications. So this is all about confidentiality, such as papers, grants, submitted for publication, personal records, trade or military secrets, and patent records. Responsible publication. Publish in order to advance research and scholarship, not to advance just your own career. Avoid wasteful, duplicative publication. Responsible mentoring. Help to educate, mentor, and advise students. Promote their welfare and allow them to make their own decisions. Respect for colleagues. Respect your colleagues and treat them fairly. Social responsibility. Strive to promote social good and prevent or mitigate social harms through research, public education, and advocacy. Non-discrimination. Avoid discrimination against colleagues or students on the basis of sex, race, ethnicity, and other factors not related to scientific competence or integrity. Maintain and improve your own professional competence and expertise, lifelong education and learning. Take steps to promote competence in science as a whole. Legality. Know and obey relevant laws and institutional and governmental policies. Animal care. Show proper respect and care for animals when using them in research. Do not conduct unnecessary or poorly designed animal experiments. Human subjects protection. When conducting research on human subjects, minimize harms and risks that maximize benefits, respect human dignity, privacy, and autonomy. Take special precautions with vulnerable populations and strive to distribute the benefits and burdens of research fairly. Ethical decision-making in research. Although codes and policies and principles are very important and useful, like a set of rules, they do not cover every situation. They often conflict, and they require considerable interpretation. It is therefore important for researchers to learn how to interpret, assess, and apply various research rules and how to make decisions to act ethically in various situations. The vast majority of decisions involved are straightforward in their application of ethical rules. If you guys like this, please comment, subscribe, and hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.